Walz introduces gun violence package in the Minnesota legislature. What on earth are you doing, Governor Tim Walz? Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He says, in his own words, he's laying out a comprehensive plan today at the Minnesota State Capitol to address gun violence in the state. What are we doing, guys? I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know. It's coming amid a renewed public concern over several mass shootings in Minnesota over the past year, including the tragic shooting at Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis last August. Claimed the lives of several children, injured many others. Walz, he stood along several legislative leaders, survivors, and community advocates as he unveiled the details of what he's calling the gun violence prevention package. I love how he sells this, aimed at strengthening safety across communities. The package being introduced includes a range of proposals that would ban military-style assault rifles and high-capacity magazines. Fuck you. That's not what the majority of these shootings are committed with. The majority of these shootings are committed with handguns. If you want to address the actual problem, you're gonna have to deal with the mental health of these individuals, or just do a fucking flat-out gun ban if you hate them that much. But you cannot ban military-style assault rifles. It's people's right to own them. I'm sorry. It's not arguable. It's not arguable. I've known people who have them and own them, and I know people will go, what do you even need them for? They need them because they want them. They need them because they want them, and it's their right to own an AK-47. It's expanding the requirements around safe storage and it's going to close loopholes such as those involving untraceable ghost guns. Wait a minute, requiring safe storage. This means that a gun inspector is going to come into your house in Minnesota. God already knows the amount of laws that there are around guns, but they're going to have to make sure that you own a safe. They're going to come into your house, and they're going to see where you store your guns. Does that make you comfortable? The government knowing exactly where you hide your guns in the instance of government tyranny. And by the way, government tyranny is not just a right-wing fear now. I know liberals who are looking at ICE and they're going, I need to buy a gun. I need to flat out buy a gun to defend myself from the government. It's not a crazy belief, guys. No matter what you think, tyrannical government is still a thing. You need to believe in it. 1776 will rise again. It's just a fact, and it always will. Walz has said that the goal is to make Minnesota one of the safest states in the nation without undermining responsible gun ownership rights. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want to own an AK-47. I don't want to hear nothing about no dead children.
And then you're going to be hearing from Bianca and Tommy, but you're also going to be hearing from Lydia. And
I got so many fucking I got kids who were shot in the neck over here just to make you feel extra. I got some girl, she's in a wheelchair because of gun owners like you hillbilly northern Minnesotans. I'm actually from Nebraska. My name's Tim Walz, and I'm a fucking phony.
I'd just like to note, I oftentimes say this in times of tragedy. Where the courage of people come from who are in the midst of tragedy and their own struggles.
They're the perfect pawns to push forward my legislation. That's exactly why you're going to hear from some lady who can't even use her legs anymore.
That and channel it into action. And that's exactly what we're doing here today.
Yeah.
We gavelled in the House last week in a pretty solemn ceremony, because it's the first time since the loss and the murder of Speaker Hortman, Mark, the murder.
I was in Minnesota the day that those two died. Unfortunately, I was sleeping in an Airbnb in Powderhorn Park, and I remember that night I had ordered Raising Cane's, and I had DoorDashed it to this Airbnb, and it was actually, I wasn't allowed to do that. According to the Airbnb, we weren't allowed to have guests over. All these dumb little fucking rules. This is why I don't like Airbnb. But I asked the guy to come to the back door, and I just met him because I was like, I didn't want the other people that I was there with. I was there with my fiance and a couple other people. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna, can you come to the back? And he looks at me, he goes, what? He probably heard about the Congress people getting shot that night, and he was like, I'm next. This guy's gonna kill me.
Or the attempted murder of...
It was good Raising Cane's, by the way. I always get the, is it the 3-piece? I'm retarded. I can't remember. I don't get Raising Cane's unless I'm in the cities. I haven't been back since Melissa Hortman got shot, and I bought a dick bong in the store where George Floyd got a 20 refused.
Senator Hoffman and his wife, Yvette. This comes on the heels of the horrific action that took Fletcher and Harper's life, injured 30 others, including Lydia, in a shooting.
Well, yeah.
Minnesotans have been demanding since that day and long before that we not let this issue go away, that in this moment We've seen this so many times in America. Oh, there's nothing we can do. Isn't that tragic?
Actually, no, there's a lot you can do. You can address the mental health crisis. You can address, listen, we're not in favor of a national gun registry because that is an ultimate sign of tyranny. It is, regardless of you're right or left. The moment that it is first you document, then you confiscate. The Nazis did it. The communists did it. Every country does it.
Another shooting, Uvalde, Parkland, and the names go on and on. And then to get to that list, now we have Annunciation. Well, the difference is in Minnesota that we're not willing to let this go. We are not willing to say this is the way we have to live.
If you pass this, Tim, speaking for people I know in Minnesota, people who love their guns, listen, you might not think that Minnesota is that red of a state. It's more of a purple. It's way more of a purple. A lot of the Democratic people that are in favor of redistributing the wealth are also fucking people who were either POWs themselves or have somebody in their family who's a POW and they know a little bit about the military. Admittedly, they don't know very much about the military. They'll just go like, oh, so-and-so, my dad or my uncle told me about the military, so now suddenly I know everything. They don't read anything about, like, military contracts. They don't know anything. You say Raytheon and their eyes glaze over. They're like, what is that? It's like, okay, and, you know about the military because maybe your family member gave something for it, but you don't know anything about you don't know anything about the military industrial complex. Does that three word combination mean anything to you when I say it? And then like you said, their eyes glaze over. These people love their guns. They love their guns, they love their freedoms, but they also love communism. That's the fascinating thing about Minnesota.
And we're taking action to do something about it. In December, I became the first Minnesota governor to take executive action on gun violence, strengthening current laws on the books, directing state agencies to take concrete steps to prevent gun violence-related injuries and death, and creating the statewide safety council. It was an important first step reflecting what the public was asking us to do, but it was simply that, a first step. Cannot be a back burner issue. We're going to come together with this group here, these legislative leaders.
We're to come together.
The action of the community.
Stop saying come together. I'm sorry, Tom Segura ruined it, I think, with his tour. Come together, I can only think of everybody sitting in a circle together. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. Stop it. How about we convene together? Convene sounds so much better.
With brave individuals like Lydia standing up and making a difference. We've got a comprehensive package. And just to give you an idea what's in here, these are things that data shows us will protect lives, will stop some of these things from happening, and will strengthen what we already have. We're under no illusion that we could stop every single one. But the idea of throwing up your hands and saying, what can we do? When America is the place that this happens, most often it happens day after day after day. There have already been dozens and dozens of mass shootings across this country since the first of the year.
How many mass shootings have there been since the first of the year? Let's literally ask. How many mass shootings have there been since the first of the year? We're going to ask, and we need to know. There have only been listed. This is 4 or more people shot is what a mass shooting is. 26 confirmed mass shootings in the United States. Guys, hear me out. That's pretty good. Like, only 32 deaths and 85 people wounded as of January 31st, 2026. That's not even including this month of February. We're doing pretty damn good. Look at us, guys. We're not killing nearly as many people.
But we're proposing a ban on military assault rifles, high-capacity magazines,
Absolutely not. I know former military, and they love their guns. And they've made me love their guns, and now I want to buy said guns. So don't fucking take that right away from me. I don't have enough money right now.
Accountability among responsible gun owners. These should be easy lifts, safe storage, reporting your weapons when they're lost or stolen, closing the ghost gun loophole.
What if I want my gun to be lost or stolen? What if I want my gun to be lost? Hey, you can't tell me. God, I can tell that I'm getting hickish when I do the
Firearm insurance requirement establishes a firearm and ammunition tax and creates and expands early intervention resources, including school resources, working to go back upstream to prevent anything that happened in Annunciation to ever happen again.
I have a great idea. Gun school. We start gun school. We get every American kid so comfortable with guns, and admittedly, some of these kids are going to be excluded from the program. They're just going to be the ones that are like the social outcasts. They're like, oh, you're an American, but you were too fucking weird to get through gun school? Okay, yeah, I can understand why. We'll know the social outcasts because we went to school with them. We're like, oh, some of us know how to appropriately handle a gun. Some of us don't. Some of us were the dopes who couldn't make it through the class.
These are common sense measures. We've made significant progress. We know the data shows our red flag laws are saving lives. We know that these are concrete proposals that make a difference. We've proven to the rest of the world that Minnesota is built differently.
Built differently. Why you gotta use that terminology? You're not hip, my guy. You eat deep fried fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at Valley Fair.
I want to make this case that this legislative session, this is an opportunity to make Minnesota the safest state around gun violence while doing nothing to impinge on your Second Amendment rights.
You're impinging on my right to carry an AK-47 around Snoopy World. I deserve the right to carry my AR-15 around Snoopy World. Open carry. I'm in favor of Minnesota becoming open carry.
So I would encourage the legislators who have this, I'll take them pheasant hunting next year and show them that they can do this.
You've not gone hunting once in your life. I'm sorry. Tim Walz saying he's a hunter is like me saying I'm a hunter. I haven't hunted since I was a child. I was around rifles when I was a kid. And then you watch me like handle it now and I'm just like fucking... You know, it's like that one scene where like Bubba in Forrest Gump, he's like telling him a story, but then Forrest Gump, he's like, I'm done, drill sergeant. And then he's like, God damn, you put that gun together fantastically. I'm Bubba sitting in the back like, holy shit, that was impressive.
We can also show them the data and work together. This is a time for bipartisan action around an issue that tore at the heart and continues to, and we owe it to the Annunciation families not to have that just be another statistic in the book. In Minnesota, that was the final straw. That was it. I pushed and pushed and pushed, and we couldn't even get legislators to have a hearing. Well, those days are over. Some of these folks in here are going to be testifying today, and they're going to continue to testify. And the legislators that are here, you're going to get sick and tired of hearing me talk about something needs to be done on this. We can multitask. We'll tackle fraud. We'll deal with what happened to us from the federal government.
Oh, I love that. We'll tackle fraud. He immediately goes to, we'll deal with how the federal government has been coming down on Minnesota unfairly just because we love to give the Somali peoples a ton of money, just because we love giving 89%, guys. I love when people, they'll go, yeah, the racist angle, the Somali angle. It's never a good angle to go. It's not me making the Somalis do it in disproportionate numbers. I didn't do it. I'm not the one putting out my numbers. I'm not pumping up my numbers of the white population. I'm not out there doing that. Why are they doing that? I don't understand. I'm not making their choices for them. Is that racist of me?
But simultaneously, we're going to take care of our own, especially our children. And with that, it's a pleasure to me and an honor to be up here, share this podium with Lydia. So I'll turn it to Lydia.
Ugh, are we going to have to hear some yaps? Oh, I'm sure.
My name is Lydia Kaiser. I'm in 8th grade at Annunciation Catholic School.
Okay, yeah. All right, yep. We're gonna hear how you've been pulled as access. You know what I mean? You're going to advocate for a bill that you barely understand because you're a child. I don't understand. Why do we have children speaking on Capitol Hill? Oh, this kid had a fucking Molotov cocktail thrown at their head. They really understand policy on a deep national level. What are we doing, guys? This is silly. This is goofy. This is silly. Like, get this kid in therapy. We should not be using her as a political tool. This is ridiculous. This is like when the conservatives find a girl who lost like a swimming competition to like a biological male, and then they make her like a figurehead. It's like, what are we doing, guys? Let her go back to her class. Jesus Christ. She's like, she can get another gold medal. It's not that hard. Like, I understand she's got to compete with men, and men are just better at sports than women now. But listen, we live in a new world. We live in a new world where biological men can compete, and is occasionally, and it's not even like a thing. It's not even a thing where people go, that never happens. It's They have numbers on it now. The data is out there. It is occurring all across America, even in little communities. Unfortunately. Am I saying that I give a shit? I don't actually care because I think it's ridiculous to attach any amount of value to sports. I have always grown up around sports culture. I've never understood people that are like, I ran 40 yards in my game in 1994, and I'm like, who gives a fuck? You watch Varsity Blues. It's like, it's these guys getting emotional in a locker room, slovenly all over each other. Like, we really played out there, guys. We really gave it our all. It's the gayest, it's gay. It's gay stuff. It's like when the Greeks, they really got into wrestling and shit like that. The Romans, they just gave up and got into orgies. It's like, that is the modern version of it. Gay people, straight guys, straight men need the gay behavior to engage in, and that's sports. It's literally football. It's they look at men's asses all day. They look at the fucking, oh, look at his shoulder build. Or look at the way that look at how he tackled that one guy. The whole game is men tackling each other. It's the gayest thing imaginable. And if you don't acknowledge it, or like even the slightest bit, give it like a slight read, like maybe it's a little weird that I like to watch this all the time. Maybe it's a little strange that I love watching men get passionate and sweaty with each other. What is that? What is that environment? It's so strange. It's bizarre. It's like, okay, you're coming across very Andy Warhol, and I don't even think you understand how you are. It's whatever. I love my fellow sports fans because, well, I say fellow sports fans. I've seen The Sandlot. You know, I've seen. What's the one with the ghosts that play in the football field? Not a baseball field. Is it Field of Dreams? Am I thinking of Field of Dreams? I think I'm thinking of Field of Dreams. Yes, I am, because it's got James Earl Jones. I'm sorry, that was a stupid little tangent. Anyways, sports fans, they're fun.